Hey everybody, AC here, and welcome back to another episode of Anime Season 5. Coming in at number 11, we have Pokemon. Now, more specifically, the first two generations of the Pokemon anime, where they cover his adventures through the Kanto and Johto regions. I never really cared enough. I never cared for so I never really cared enough to watch the Advanced series. Nor was I interested in watching the Diamond and Pearl series because at that point I had grown out of Pokemon. Um, I had stopped caring about Pokemon for a while. I fell out of it, and I did not care enough to keep watching the anime. That said, I have seen almost every film, almost every Pokemon film. Uh, in fact, one of my favorite Pokemon films actually comes from the Diamond and Pearl portion of the series, the Zoroark movie. I absolutely love that film. I think that is a fantastic Pokemon movie. But the first two generations of Pokemon of the Pokemon anime, that's what I grew up with. That's what I have fond memories of. I loved watching that. I loved seeing Ash, Misty, and Brock, the OG trio. And yeah, I know that they tried to replace Brock during the Orange Islands. It was during the Orange Islands that they replaced Brock with right. I can't even remember the dude's. I can't even remember the dude's name. I know I didn't like him. Um. But then they brought Brock back during Johto, and I was very happy about that. Um. And yeah, I really love the first two generations of Pokemon. Those first five shows. If I remember correctly, the Indigo League had 3 seasons. Um, I think Orange Islands had 2, and Johto, I believe, had 3 seasons as well. Um, so yeah, the first 8 seasons of the anime, were all absolutely incredible. They really were. They were absolutely incredible, and I really miss those days. I really miss the days of Ash, Brock, and Misty traveling together, and I really loved the relationship between Ash and Misty, especially, and seeing them get closer and closer as the series went on, and they they very clearly liked each other, and just neither of them wanted to admit it to the other. But I definitely during the different movies beyond Johto, they keep bringing Misty up. They don't really show her, but they keep mentioning her, and usually it's Ash that mentions her, and he mentions how much he misses her, and how he thinks about her all the time. And this is honestly that's kind of the reason why I truly do believe that the series, whenever they decide to get rid of Ash, his story is going to end with him and Misty getting together. And I am aware that in what was it, the Sun and Moon anime, he did win the championship and like became a Pokemon master, even though he didn't catch every single Pokemon, because I guess the anime decided to change the rules as to what counts as being a Pokemon master. That as long as you become the champion of a region, you're considered a Pokemon master now. Um, I mean, that's kind of dumb to change the rules like that. To kind of change the rules like that when you've had it be one particular way for so many years. But at the same time, the more I thought about it, the more I was like, okay, I guess that kind of makes sense because at this point there's over 800 Pokemon, and Ash keeps getting rid of all of his Pokemon at the end of each show, so he only has Pikachu. So basically, he would have to catch like over 800 Pokemon within a single series. So he'd have to catch like 10, like a good 10 Pokemon every single episode in order to actually like become a Pokemon master in a single show's runtime. So I understand that. I understand that. I understand that that's not something that's actually possible for them to do at this late in the game, because they've already like had him get rid of all of his Pokemon so many times that it's a little too late now to have him start catching every single one. So I understand their decision to change up what makes a Pokemon Master. I still think it's kind of dumb to change it up, but I do understand it. I do understand why they chose to do this, and from what I've heard, the Gen 8 anime, the Sword and Shield anime, they're about to go into this like major arc, like the last major arc of this series, and have Ash go up and like Ash is going up against like the most powerful Pokemon trainers in the world, like the different champions of all the different regions, basically. And so like there's eight of them, and he has to fight his way through like all the other 7 in order to have a chance at facing off against Leon, the champion for Gen 8, who, from what I've read, is said to be the most powerful Pokemon master in the world. And so like Ash's whole goal in this series was to fight Leon. So he's got to make his way through the other 6 champions in order to be able to fight Leon. And if he beats Leon, he will actually become known as the greatest Pokemon master in the world, which is his dream. That has always been his dream, be the greatest Pokemon master in the world. And that's incredible. He is so close to accomplishing his dream, and I really, really hope that he actually does. If he does, if in a few months I hear that Ash managed to actually beat Leon, and he has managed to become the world's greatest Pokemon master, if I hear news like that, I will actually go through and watch everything. I will not only will I rewatch the Kanto and Johto seasons, I will actually go through and watch the Advanced series, the Diamond and Pearl series, Black and White. Really not looking forward to that. Really not looking forward to that one, because the Black and I do remember, like, I saw a couple Black and White movies, and I hated like both of the characters that were following Ash. I thought they were both so annoying. I hated them both. So I'm not looking forward to that, but I will watch it if Ash actually becomes the world's greatest Pokemon master. X and Y, Sun, Moon, and Sword and Shield. I'll watch all of them. I will watch every single episode. And who knows? Maybe I'll make videos about it. Maybe I'll make some videos about it to talk about each individual season and my overall thoughts of each season as I watch them. So I mean, maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll do that and like make a Pokemon month or something. I don't know. Let me know if you guys would like to see something like that. But yeah, as far as favorite characters go, obviously it has to be like Ash and Misty. They have always been my favorite characters. I've shipped them for years. For like, God, I can't. When did the Pokemon anime come out? When did it first come out? 1997. I was 4 years old. And I remember watching it when it first aired, and I fell in love with the series. I truly did. In fact, I was convinced back then when I was 4. I do remember this. This is one of my earliest memories. I remember I was convinced that Pokemon were actually real and that this show was based on a true story. I was convinced that Pokemon were actually real and that you could actually go out into the world and catch them out in the world. Little did I know that 20 years down the line, Pokemon Go would release when you could actually go out in the world and catch Pokemon. Um, but yeah, oh man, some of my earliest and fondest memories of anime is watching Pokemon. Pokemon, Sailor Moon, a little bit of Speed Racer, original Dragon Ball, and one other, but I will hold off on talking about that. Uh, I will hold off on talking about that for number 10. The last one that I remember watching a lot as a kid is the one that's going to be number 10. So I hope you guys are all looking forward to that. And that's all I really need to say about Pokemon. I love the first 2 generations of the anime. And it was the same with the games. I loved the first 2 generations of the games, and then I just kind of dropped off. I just kind of dropped the series for quite a long time. I didn't go back to the games until the Let's Go games, Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. I initially got Let's Go Eevee because I love Eevee. I love Eevee and the Evolutions. Funny enough, I didn't really care too much for the Evolutions in Gen 1. It wasn't until Gen 2 came around and we got Espeon that I was like, oh, heck yeah! And Espeon was just kind of my favorite evolution until we got Glaceon. And I love Glaceon. Glaceon is my favorite evolution now. But Espeon is still a close second. But I love all the evolutions at this point now. Even the first 3 evolutions in Gen 1, which I didn't care too much for when they were back when I was a kid. I love them now. They really grew on me, and I love them now. And let's see. After the Let's Go games, after getting both Let's Go Eevee and Pikachu, I also got Sword and Shield. I got both. Played through both. Love those 2 games. I love those games. I love the Sword and Shield games. I'm one of the few people in the world that actually thinks Gen 8 is the best gen so far. But it doesn't have much competition. But at the time, it didn't have much competition, considering how the only generations I had played at the time were Gens 1, 2, and 8. And it was the original Gen 1 and the original Gen 2, not the remakes. I never played the remakes of either gens. And then I played Arceus. I love Arceus. It is my personal favorite Pokemon game. Absolutely adore that game so much. And I still have yet to actually finish the I still have yet to actually get to level 10. I have yet to actually get my character to level 10. I'm there are several Pokemon that I want to get to level 100, but I need a special controller. I'm gonna need a special controller to help me out with it. And money's tight right now, so I haven't gone back to the series. I haven't gone back to the game yet because I want that controller first before I go back to the game. But I will be getting that controller again eventually. I will get to level 10 and see exactly what the reward is for level what the reward is for level 9 and the reward for level 10, because I'm at level 8 right now. I want to get to level 9 to see what the reward is, because I have every kind of Pokeball at this point already. So I'm curious what the level 9 reward is, and then level 10. And then after that, I still have like 10 different side quests to do for the game. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Once I get those 10 side quests done and get to get my character to level 10, then I'll pretty much be 100% done with the game. But at the moment, I'm like 90% done, and I'm not done with the game. I do want to make it to 100%, but this is where I'm kind of stuck until I get that controller. Let's see. I did get the Gen 4 remakes, the Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. I got Shining Pearl specifically. I didn't get Brilliant Diamond. I got Shining Pearl, simply because the Pokemon that are exclusive to each version, I like the Pokemon exclusive to Pearl more than the Pokemon that are exclusive to Diamond. But once again, it's yet another example of a Pokemon game that everybody else seems to hate. I absolutely love it. I still think that Gen 8 is the best generation so far. I still hold that opinion. But I do like the Gen 4 remakes. I think that they are incredibly fun. I still have yet to actually beat Gen 4, but I haven't really been trying to beat it. I've basically just kind of been messing around in the caverns. I got past the second gym. I got a Gibbite, and I got a Gibbite on my way towards the third gym in a cave, and then I went back to the entrance of the caves, and I've just been there since then, and I've just kind of been messing around in the caves since then, and it's just been so fun. It's been so much fun. Eventually I'll finish the game, and I'll actually beat it. Now that I have a Gibbite, I can evolve it into a Garchomp, and I can like just sweep everything. Because from what I've heard, it's like the strongest Pokemon in the game that isn't a legendary. So that's awesome. But yeah, I am very much looking forward to Gen 9. Oh my god, they announced that it was going to be an actual open world Pokemon game. That is something I have been wanting since Gen 1. Like when I first played Gen 1, I saw a map in a strategy guide. I saw a map of the entirety of the Kanto region, and I just wondered what it would be like to be able to explore all of it without being forced to take one road or another. Just go to any of the villages in any order you choose. To be able to go anywhere you want, anytime you want. How cool would that be? I thought about that when I was little. When I was playing Gen 1, and like that kind of thought has just kind of stuck with me for years. And now we're finally getting it. We're finally getting an open world Pokemon game, and I am just so insanely excited about it. It's already been 3 months since the announcement, and it is May 19th as of this recording, and Pokemon games, especially the mainline series, from what I have researched, they always seem to come out in November every year. Sun and Moon came out in November during its release year. Same thing with the Let's Go games. Same thing with Gen 8. They all came. Same thing with the Diamond and Pearl remakes. During all four of those occasions, they always came out in November of that year. So the fact that we are the fact that the Pokemon Company has said that it is going to happen this year, at the end of this year, holiday 2022, that basically just tells us that it's coming out in November. And that is very exciting because it just means that we are 6 months away. We are half a year away from getting this game and from getting these games, and I am so excited. I have not yet decided which starter I want to go for. I'm waiting till I see what the final evolutions look like because the starters for Gen 8 all looked really cute, and then you see the final evolutions, and Scorbunny is the only one that isn't frick all ugly. I don't like the other two. Scorbunny is the only one that I find tolerable. So yeah, so I'm hoping that things will be better. I'm hoping things will be better for the Gen 9 starters, and I really hope that Sprigatito actually stays on all four legs, because I don't want another Incineroar. Litten is adorable, but I hate Incineroar. I absolutely hate Incineroar so much. But yeah. So we'll see what happens when we get closer to the release. But yeah, that's my thoughts on not just the Pokemon anime, but just Pokemon as a whole, I guess. It's a great series. It definitely deserves being like the most successful video game franchise of all time. It certainly deserves it. The games are incredibly fun. The anime is just wonderful. But let me know what you guys think about Pokemon as a whole. Do you like the anime? What generation of the anime was your favorite? Let me know in the comment box below. I'd love to talk more about this. But in the meantime, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, all that good jazz. And I will see you all in the next video for number 10. Take care, everybody.